This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. From the Observer here, Psychosis is still on the company's roster. He's at every SmackDown taping on Tuesday, but has no storyline since Super Crazy has his health issues. It doesn't appear there's anything scheduled for him to do. He was buried by one of the agents in a creative meeting, so he's on the outs. He did work an angle on an independent show in Tijuana on the 25th, turning on Rey Mysterio's uncle. I'm fascinated by the line in there, which is why I'm bringing it up. He was buried by one of the agents in creative meetings.
Who was?
Psychosis.
No. I couldn't pick him out of the lineup.
I'm not saying that you could, but I just wonder, sometimes, back when Arn was an agent with the company, if he would campaign really hard for a guy, you would hear that name. And I think you've even said it before that back in the day, in this era, if Heyman would really... I think you told the story once where CM Punk was getting a big push and Heyman was campaigning for him to tap out Big Show with the Anaconda Vice type deal. And perhaps it gets said often enough that Vince is just like, we ain't doing that just on fucking general principle now.
Well, it becomes a tune-out factor. It becomes
yes.
a tune-out in how you listen to it and what you hear. I think that, and again, the reason Psychosis was in a pretty good spot with the Mexicals because he had Crazy and Juventud. And, to me, the guy that, in my opinion, never got his just due from big stardom was Crazy, because he was one of the most talented guys I'd ever worked with, personality-wise, and also just genuinely great human being. Super Crazy was so underrated and one of the best to ever step in the ring that he could tell you stories, he could cut promos, he could do everything. And yeah, people are going to say, okay, he didn't speak English, Bruce. Well, yeah, he did. He spoke enough that he could communicate because he was able to communicate through his emotions. And he had that ability, and he was just a incredible talent. I sat down in Vegas, a month or so ago. I had, I literally had 10 minutes. I told you this story. So I come down, I'm walking through the casino, and there's a nice lady standing at a table with no one at her table and says, oh, shit, man, 3-card poker. I love 3-card poker.
That's Mandalay Bay, right?
I don't know where the hell I was, actually. And I throw down $500. I give the nice lady $500. She throws cards at me for like maybe 5 minutes. Took my $500 in chips, and I said thank you very much, and got up and left.
My favorite is I took a buddy of mine out there for the UFC years ago, and he said, "Oh man, we got to go play cards." So we do, but I don't like to play the type he did. But we're at least doing it. And then he gets wiped out, and he's like, "Well, at least the beer's free." And I'm like, "You just spent $500 for that beer. That's not a free beer. That's a $500 beer."
Exactly. So yeah, at least the beer's free. Fuck.
Yeah, whatever that. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.